Hey everybody, we're going to take a break from the little mini series that I've been doing for this, just because for two reasons. Well, one is I'm actually recording this early so that I have this available and can share it with you while I am away on vacation. Natalie and I and her family are going to fly to Arkansas for her cousin's wedding, and it's going to be a really exciting time for us to be able to get together, see a lot of her family that she doesn't get to see all the time, and enjoy and celebrate their new life together. So while I am away and enjoying that and getting ready to come back, be able to have this here as well. But the other reason is because I was really reminded and encouraged of this story, just in a really funny way. Um, there's no announcements because nothing has happened yet since me prior recording this. So I'm just going to get right into it. Very little of you remember that one of my pastimes as football season is gearing up is that, especially during and what has come out of the Super Bowl, is that I always like to live tweet the Super Bowl. That has evolved to me live tweeting every Steeler game that I'm able to watch. And I've really kind of used Twitter to talk about kind of two things. And really where my passions kind of come out is Christianity, be able to point people towards Jesus, because I think that's what we should be doing on any platform that we're given. And the other one is Pittsburgh sports. Just because I'm able to follow a lot of sports figures or people who are really interested about it. One of the things that not only do I talk about football on there a lot, I love to talk about hockey. You can see behind me here, I have a hockey puck and a Mario Lemieux hockey card. But I love hockey, and one of my favorite players is a guy by the name of Phil Kessel. Not super popular, but played for the Pittsburgh Penguins both years. In 2016 and 2017, when they won back-to-back Stanley Cups. For people that don't know, the Stanley Cup is like the prize you want to go after. That's the top. That it makes you that you are the champion of all the playoffs, everything. So some of you that don't follow hockey or aren't into sports, that's what you want to look forward to. But there's a funny story that I like to talk about Phil Kessel, and one of the things that I still follow. I love his career. He's got traded away. Ironically, the last day that we were at creation. So I was internally dealing with that. But he now plays for Arizona. So it's anyway. He's very, very much talented, a very talented hockey player, being able to play at the professional level. And he's not the only one in his family that actually plays hockey. His sister, Amanda Kessel, is actually a part of the women's Olympic hockey team and was in the last Winter Olympics. She was on the team and did a great job. The women, if I remember correctly, the women won the gold medal for the United States for that. And as they were kind of gearing up, they're kind of having their playoffs, those different playoffs between different countries to get to that final round. They kept interviewing Phil Kessel. Many sports organizations and news people were interviewing Phil Kessel, and they would always have him on TV, and they'd be talking about how does it feel to have your sister representing the nation in this, and he would always say great things about her, just saying, I'm really proud of her accomplishments and the work that she's doing. All had great things to say about her. But the funny and interesting thing that it came out of that is at the bottom, when you have an interview on TV, they'll put your name at the bottom of the screen, and then they'll put the reason why, or to give you a better understanding of who you are, so that the audience understands that. And they would always put Phil Kessel, and then underneath the description would be Amanda Kessel's brother, instead of putting Phil Kessel, NHL player or two-time world champion. And there became a meme that came out of it, out of Pittsburgh, that would say Phil Kessel is a world champion, giving him the credit that he totally deserves. And if you see me, and I think I even wore it in one of these videos a while back, I have a T-shirt that says Phil Kessel was a world champion. Between that time, he's now actually a two-time world champion because the Penguins had won back-to-back. But I love sharing that story. I think it's really funny. I respect the man because he could have easily just piped up and said, I play too. Like, I got here, like, I do these great things. I won the Stanley Cup now twice. Instead, he just talks about how proud he is of his sister and of those accomplishments, and wishes her the best of luck in all of those, while not getting the credit that he so much deserves. And this reminds me, that story always reminds me of a story that I've shared with you guys, not only in youth group, but in big church, of the story of John the Baptist. We see that John the Baptist is the prophet that comes before Jesus starts his ministry, is the one who baptizes Jesus and starts his official ministry with him. But as they're kind of gearing up for Jesus' return, and for him to come as this Messiah, they're asking, the Jewish people are asking John the Baptist what he is about, who this Messiah is supposed to be, what's he going to be all about, and he says all these good things that I'm not even worthy to tie his sandals. That if you think I'm great, look how great. You can't even imagine how great this guy is going to be. And the famous passage, or the famous verse in here in John chapter 3 is verse 30. It says, "He must increase, but I must decrease." That idea that John could have easily pushed himself up, elevated himself up to the greatest person out there, but instead uses the platform that he is at, uses the position that God has entrusted in him to point people towards Jesus. And I've encouraged you guys with this as well, but I'm going to encourage you guys again with this, of there are gifts and there are talents and there are platforms that God has entrusted with each one of you, whether that be a sports gift, whether that be a music gift, whether that be your compassionate heart, whether that be the role that you play in your family, being a older brother, older sister, being a caretaker at home, whatever that position is, and whatever those gifts and those talents are, God has given those to you. And the question is, are you going to use them to give him glory back to him and help people see him through you? Or are you going to push yourself up? Are you going to be like Phil Kessel and say, no, this isn't about me. This is about her. And I'm going to push, I'm going to continue to push and be great about her. And he could have easily just said, no, you're getting all this wrong, man. Like, I am great too. But instead humbles himself and knows that the world doesn't revolve around him, and can see the good in other people and enjoy and celebrate with them. So who are you living for? Are you using the gifts and the talents that God has given you for yourself, or to make him known to other people? And it's the way that we act, the way we respond in those certain different circumstances that help us and help others to see Jesus or whoever we're putting at the top of that pedestal. That's what I got for you guys. As I said, I will be away this week for this video coming out. If you need me, I will have my phone so you can contact me in any way. I'm always there to talk anything, but it'll be nice to be able to get away a bit and enjoy some well-deserved vacation. Um, I'll be seeing you when I get back. Stay safe and see you guys.